on the wonk. Whoa. Yeah, you don't want to see where you're balanced today. It's quite unique. Good afternoon. Oh, no, good morning. Soon to be afternoon. On account of much needed haircut today, your noon is at 11:15, so I'm guessing many of you are still mooching around doing your morning things. Oh my goodness, Chloe, what are you doing there? Have I just popped up onto your feed? Well, welcome Singapore, if that is indeed where you are, Chloe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Morning, Doris, thank you for the wave. Serpentine. So thanks for your hello, Chloe. Do tell us where you are. I'm guessing Singapore. What's the time? What's the timeage, please, where you are? Penang, and it's 7 p.m. in Penang. Well, good evening, Chloe. I wasn't expecting that. Lovely, just amazing that here I am in my mum and dad's dining room, and there you are in Penang, Chloe. We are truly international here. I'll make movement your mission. I thought Linny and Dee and in USA and Canada were our widest, most global fanage. Thanks for your good morning, Chloe. Really cool to see your name on my screen. Oh my goodness, how long ago was it? How long ago was it that we were over there with you lot? Anyway, afternoon Bolton, much closer to home. only a few hundred miles away from here in Havant. And indeed, Odile, isn't it? I'm going to have a slurp, look, and now I know it's the 6th of January, it's noonday movement snack on a Saturday, active sitting. And I think there's more mileage in the 12 moves. I can't call them the 12 moves of Christmas anymore. So 12 moves, from 12 down to 1, fashioned on that seasonal tune that we all know and probably don't love. Sorry, I've just had a warm thing, so I'm going to just have a bit of a release of some clothage, and then we're going to get going. All of the moves coming from me today are going to be seated options. Most of them can be done in stand as well, as you know. So have a pick and mix and see what you fancy. Morning, Carol. And someone else who's just flown up my screen. So 12 moves that were of Christmas, but not anymore. All moves apply, all times of the year. Cert boost start then. Everything is in sit from me, as I've just said. So, I'm hoping you can see my feet. Into active sit, have a hip walk forward. And it's all a bit unsatisfactory on the angle of the phone today. Let me see if I can do a bit of that. A bit more leggage. There we go. All right, cert boost to start. All active sit moves from me. Stand if you have the preference. All right, starting with some steady arms then, tuck the elbows in, single left. I forgot what I was doing then. Single left, single right, or vice versa, and then all together. Steady, small, rhythmical, active sit position. You may opt to go for diagonals. A flurry of that as this continuous movement continues. You've got to increase the blood flow, and with that will come the need for some deeper breaths perhaps. If legs are in your day or you're building towards standing activities, get those involved as well. Maybe use the chair to take up some extra support. Get the legs moving from the feet up. So try to drive the movement from the bottom end, bending at the toes, at a pace and rhythm that's comfortable for you. You might want a little bit swifter, and then you might want to go for the lift off. So the feet pushing the legs up, barely off the floor, keep the knees low, and then bringing in the arms if you'd like. So it might be arms and legs together, might be arms only, or it might be legs only. All of this active sitting, you're going to feel it around here. So, you know, it's usual to feel tired and the need to have a deactivate or a full back rest. All of those things are usual to feel, so take them. Take those rests and then re-establish active sit positions. Right, ready for 12 moves. 12 down to 1 with a bit of an abstract theme. We've already done our marches, but for correctness and to fulfill the plan of 12 moves, at number 12 is our marches, but now slower and bigger. And you can count every one as 1. Maybe that's about 7, 8, 9. There you go, you can count, tuck it in. 12 slower, bigger arm marches. That will require, you can see by the creases in my t-shirt there, some extra trunk moves. That's number 12. Number 11, that foxed and foiled me just a week ago because I couldn't remember what it was. Ankle swipes. So I've changed my angle here. Aim to have the legs maintain the same distance at the knees. And then, if you just put your hands there or just anchor the knees or a cushion here between the knees, the focus is on the ankles. I'm calling these ankle swipes. 11 ankle swipes. Maintain upright posture here, sweep out and back. So it's your outies here, outside of your ankles. And if you like to, you can go some inner sweeps as well. So you can sweep in and out. 11 of those, or 5.5 on each foot. You could do it singles if you want to. So the outies and innies, the muscles on either side of the ankles, of course, you need those strong, and ankles are movable for walking on uneven surfaces. 10. So we have 12 arm marches, 11 ankle sweeps. 10, I'm focusing on toes, but I'm going to go toes or hands, all right? So you can go for a toe scrunch if you prefer, if toes are your preference for improvement, or you can go scrunch and extend the hands slowly. So 10 toe or finger extensions and scrunch, or you might choose to do both at the same time. So 10 toe things or handy things, clench and extend. The extend, the let go is as significant as the clench. Whatever clenches must let go. So also focus on the let go. Okay, number 9 is 9 knees in a seated style. A fundamental knee movement is to extend or straighten the leg and bend the knee. So. There's the bend practice, bringing the heel back. And there's the extend practice, working the muscles at the front and back of the thigh. So some slow, steady ones of those. On this extension, get an extra squeeze in the thighs. We clench the muscles through the thighs there. Once the foot is back down, bend it back a little bit more. So we're on 9 knees, so 4.5 on each leg, or you could do 4 of those. And then, to get extra work in the back of the knees, you could take a press and a slide back. There you go. 9 knees. That's extend or bend or both. 8. Figures of 8. No, it's not 4 o'clock. You're okay, you're in the right place. Here's my figures of 8 for the 12 days of movements. 12 movements in a day. Slight clench of the hand, and figure of 8s takes an upper circle and a lower circle. 8 of those, 8 figure of 8s, or you can take the 8 on its side. You can do 4 of each, 4 8s on its side, and or 4 8s stood up, all stood on its head, whichever way you like. That's your figure of 8s, and it goes without saying, you can feel that's all of your shoulder range, shoulder blades, arms in the mix on that, and also you're going to get some trunk movement. So if you consider all of the activities, all the functional reach, push, pull, carry are going to require all of those types of movements. 7 is next on the list. 7 stands. Now this is an active sitting movement snack. If standing is in your day and you're good and comfortable with that, for sure go for your 7 stands. If you are standing confidently, keep standing confidently. But today it's an active sit move, so I'm going to go for buttock squeezes. Squeeze and release, or that could be a jockey lift. 7 stands, or jockey lifts, or buttock squeezes. Will feature again later for 3 clench hens. For anyone who doesn't frequent a movement snack, this all probably sounds a bit bizarre. All right, 6. Crikey, what is 6? 6 sideways steps, all the S's. Now, in a sit position, here's your options for sideways or lateral moves, working the muscles on the outside of the hip. You can take a sideways step there 6 times, alternating left and right. Keep the knee low and keep the ankle remains under the knee, i.e. make sure that you're stepping out from the hip, so that the hip is opening, should we say. It's there, so that the actual knee changes, the knee and the leg all changes direction. It can be a bit haywire, and if you feel yourself doing this, that's not really what I'm suggesting. It's definitely a hip sideways. There you go. Other options could be this one, not the same movement at all here. So you can have an ease and a squeeze out, add a little bit of resistance through the hands there to get extra work in the muscles at the side of the hips. That's 6 sideways steps. You can come through, Mum. I promise they can't see you. Which brings us to 5 five-fold clings, my personal favourite. Extending the arms to squeeze through the shoulder blades. Dawn, DS, have you just joined in at 5-fold clings, which is essentially a hug, but 5-fold clings rhymes with 5 gold rings, and we are doing the 12 moves of movements. 12 movements in the day. There's 5-fold clings. It's your huggy muscles. It's going to stretch the muscles, bring the shoulder blades apart there. Anything you need to hold and gather in, laundry, ironing, sacks of potatoes, shopping, I don't know. It's in there, it's in your day. It's not as crazy as it sounds to rehearse your 5-fold clings. 4 hip walking birds, a critical skill. You may laugh and those calling birds may hoot, but this is a critical skill, a transfer skill to get in and out of cars, bed, move around floors, etc., in and out of every seat and chair. There is your 4 hip walks, forwards and back. 3 clench hens. There's only one move for this one. It's a squeeze and a clench. 3 clench hens. 2 gripping gloves. Squeeze and grip, squeeze and grip. And there was a balancing partridge in 3s. But in a sit position, I'm going to go for a seated balance and functional reach activity, which is a forward reach, or it could be 2 hands, or a diagonal. So when you go for a functional reach to the side, anchor your buttocks, all of that is going to challenge your seated balance. Quick summary: 12 marching arms, 11 ankle swipes, 10 toes or hand things, 9 knees, 8 figures of 8, 7 stands or jockey lifts, 6 sideways stepping, 5 fold clings, 4 hip walking birds, 3 clench hens, 2 gripping gloves and a partridge reaching for a tree. All right, folks, that's your noonday active sit. I'm off for a snip. Fran, it's a double whammy for you. Great to see you. Goodbye, Chloe. I don't know if you're still there. So thank you, Penang, for tuning in with us. And Kels is with you for the 4 p.m. today. And I think I'll see you at noon tomorrow. I'm off to London for a swim in London Dock. So I might be dockside. Not too sure. See you tomorrow. Kels is with you at 4. Bye for now.